Namaste. It is the end of November and we have only 1 month left for the year to end. At the beginning of the year, I had selected 10 books which I was going to target to finish within this year. There were a few reasons for me having done that. The biggest reason was that I felt I had just way too many books and I was keeping on buying new books with no consideration to the fact that most of the books I am not looking back at after I have colored a page or two. And I wanted to make myself aware that at some point I'm probably just wasting money and buying books because in that moment I felt I needed these books. I wanted these books, and then I never look back at them. If I never look back at them, that means I never really wanted them. So I might have just liked them because I saw them on somebody else's channel and I felt, oh, that looks nice and I need to have it. This exercise did help me with that. I'm very proud to say I don't think I have purchased even a total of 10 books within this whole year. I think quite less. I really don't even remember how many books, but I'm sure it's not more than 10. 10 is also like I'm giving it a higher end. I have purchased a lot of coloring supplies, but not many books. That being said, this video is more about how much progress I have done on those selected 10 books and what do I expect to happen by the end of 2022 with these books which are still balanced, and what do I think I will opt for next year, whether I will do the same exercise again or not. If I do it again, will it be different? So let's discuss. So to start off with, of the 10 books that I had selected, 3 books were not color by number and 7 books were color by number. And from the completed books, I have completed 6 books out of these 10 books. So I still have 4 books balance. From the completed books, 5 have been color by number and 1 has been non-color by number. Now, one thing this statistics tells me is that a color by number book is a lot easier to finish as compared to a non-color by number. One of the simplest reason is you don't have to worry about a color palette. You don't have to worry about, how it will look and whether I should do these combinations, what medium should I use. Most of the color by number books can be done using markers. So I think that's the reason why I was able to do more color by number books. Also, I think that the color by number books that I chose, most of them were more simplistic in nature, and that's why it helped to go through with those ones much faster. So I will start off with the ones which are balanced. So I still have 2 non-color by number and 1 color by number. I have I have 2 non-color by number and 2 color by number. I'm very sorry. Balance. So these are the 4 books that I still have to finish. Now this one is large print color by numbers by Color Questopia. This is volume 2. I don't know if the volume 1 has a similar cover or not. I don't have that book. There were total 30 pages in this and I still have 21 pages balance. That is a very big number to finish within 1 month. So unless I do only this book for the rest of the month, I don't think I will be able to finish, because I don't do coloring every day. Even if I do it every day, it's like 5 minutes or something just before I go to bed. I don't really do a whole page as such. So I'm not really sure if I will be able to actually finish this book. I'm going to give it my best, but I seriously doubt if I'll be able to finish this one. Then this one I always knew I will never be able to finish. The only reason why I selected this book was because I really love Josh Tawfik's. Also, I needed at least one not so simple book in my 10 books to finish, because otherwise it would have been a challenge which was too easy. I don't like challenges which are so easy that it's no longer a challenge, right? But I did fail miserably. I had not thought it would go this bad. So there are total 46 pages in this book, and I still have 36 balance and one whip, so 37 pages are balance. So I have done almost nothing, maybe a couple of pages, maybe a couple, like 2 3 pages in the whole year. This was a bad decision. The reason why I say it was a bad decision is because, yes, I tried to push myself and make it more challenging, and all that is hunky dory. The problem is that this has very complicated layouts, and I cannot see the numbers because they are quite faint, that I need to be able to see to color the page. And for almost 6 months of the year, I'm not able to have that visibility due to my eyesight, let's say, right? It's not clear to me. I really need a bright light and bright daylight. You can see how light it is. You can hardly see the numbers. So it's going to be very difficult. I will still think whether I should carry forward this book into next year or not. I might, because I have already finished some pages in this. Hopefully, I can finish it next year. I don't know. I'm still undecided about carrying forward this book into next year. One thing I know for sure is this year it is absolutely not possible to finish this book, because I cannot see the numbers, and I don't think I will be able to do more pages in this, at least during the winter. So let's see what happens. Then the two non-color by number books which are still balanced. Surprisingly, one of them is this Spiroglyphics. I had really not thought that this will be balanced, and I still have 10 pages balance from this. 9 are totally balanced and one is work in progress of the total 20. And the reason why I'm surprised is because this was one of the easier ones to finish. For some reason, I did not feel very invested in coloring in this. I didn't feel attracted to it enough during the year. I did do a few pages, but it was not with the same zeal and enthusiasm that I had thought I will approach this book. I can still finish this. It is not that difficult to finish this book. I mean, the 10 pages within the next 30 days. It's absolutely possible. Whether I do it or not is a different thing. I will try my best to finish this book within this year. I will really try. If I don't, I might include it in my next year's, but I think on the other hand, I might not. The reason why I'm saying that is because this whip I will surely finish. That means there will be 9 pages balance. I might do at least one more page next month, maybe even more. That means I will have less than 10 pages balance in a book, and to include a less than 10 pages balance book in a 10 books to finish challenge for the next year, I think that is like cheating. So I don't think this book also will get included in my 2023 10 books to finish immaterial of whether any pages remain balanced or not. So yeah, that's how I feel about this. Now this book has 31 pages. I have one whip and 2 balance. Now when I say one whip, it's actually not really the truth, because I'm having whip which I am recently starting to work. But there are 2 pages in this book which have been discarded by me at some point of time, but now I cannot even find the coloring, the pencils or whatever I had used and the same color. So I don't think I will be able to, like you can see, it's not completed, right? I don't know if I can even finish this page. And there's one more page which is like that, like it's not completed, but I really don't know what material even I had used for that, and from where will I find those coloring pens or pencils or whatever I had used for that. I don't even remember now where that page is. When you look at it at a glance, it doesn't look incomplete. Like even this page that I showed you, it doesn't look incomplete, because I'm telling you it's incomplete, you realize it's incomplete. So I'm thinking I'll just let that go and concentrate on the ones which I know for a fact are not done and finish the one. Yeah, this is the page. See, I realized it here. and then so here I have colored and then here I have not, but I don't know what material I had used, what medium I had used, what brand I had used. I really don't remember. So yeah, that's a problem with this one. But that being said, without having to split hairs, I will consider when I finish these 3 pages that I have completed this book. Those 2 work in progress which have been abandoned by me, I don't know for what reason, because I really don't remember now. I will not worry about them so much. As far as this book in itself is concerned, I think I will finish these 3 pages because of it. Surely I hope to finish it, and then the 2 pages are there. I think I will really concentrate on making sure that I finish this. So I do hope to finish this book. I don't think it will even be necessary to consider whether I will carry it forward onto my next year or not, right? Now, that being said, these are the books that I actually finished this year. Okay, and I have kept them in order from the latest finished to the earliest finished. So I have finished this book the latest, and this was the first book that I finished in this year. All these books have their own individual flip throughs after I have completed them on my channel, so I don't think I really need to go through them completely, like page by page, but let's talk about them a little bit. Overall, even before I did this challenge for 2022, I had completed some books in my previous years. So overall, okay, not just 2022, overall, this is my 9th completed book, okay, and I started this book on 29th of September 2021, and I have finished it on 22nd November 2022. So let's say around a year. And one of the things that I had decided when I selected the books was that I will color all the books page to page, cover to cover, and only then consider them completed. But in this book, this page and this page I have not colored, and I really don't feel very inclined to coloring this. So I'm just breaking my own rule and I'm considering this book as colored. The rest of the book I have colored. I used this color mostly I have used this book mostly to participate in one color challenges, and to use of my Faber-Castell color connector pens. Oh my god, what is happening? To use of my Faber-Castell connector pens, and also to sometimes experiment with some brush marker or something, but that's very rare. Most of this has been done with Faber-Castell connector pens, and in on a few pages dual hybrid by Pentel. I have used that one, like for here, right? The shiny. Whenever I was in the mood for a little bling, I would use that. Yeah, it was a fun book. I like this book very much, and I think I will buy one more book from Laura Wackel, but I'll just buy one book. Since I completed one book of hers, I will allow myself to purchase one book of hers for 2023. I have not yet decided, but I think I'll go for the one with the owls. Yeah. Then overall, this was my 8th completed book, and I started this book on 5th of December 2021, and I have finished it on 19th of November 2022. So again, around a year. This is Cute Dinosaurs, Color by Number by Sachin Sachdeva, and most of the pages I have finished in the month of November. You will see them in the November completed pages, and it was an interesting book, but I don't think I will buy any more Sachin Sachdeva books this year. I do have a few more books of his which I have not completed. I will go for that. But one of the reasons why I don't want to buy his books is they are good, okay? Don't misunderstand. I mean, his artwork is good. They are very simple and they're very nice. But I don't like two things about his books. One is that every page has the whole color palette. He doesn't tell what color palettes we need to use only for this page. I really find that extremely irritating, because I don't keep pens separately. I know for most people it doesn't matter because they have a set of 21 markers or whatever specifically kept aside, selected, pre-selected for this book, and then they use only that. I don't do that, so it makes my life very difficult. Every time I have to like literally search what numbers are there. Okay, only these 5 numbers are used, then search for these numbers and then select the colors. No, it's too much trouble for such a simple book. Another thing what I don't like is he just has way too many pages at the end, which are, for me it's like a waste. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pages. And if you have his books, you can check it. Every book of his has these pages at the end. They are supposed to be test pages, but I don't know, maybe I'm being very picky. A color by number book, that also such a simple one, really doesn't need 9 test pages for coloring supplies. So unless you, like, I have tried to use these pages so that I don't waste them for testing other mediums, but those mediums are completely unrelated to this book. So the books where I don't use those pages, I'm literally wasting 9 to 10 pages. I feel that's a waste. Even if this is recycled paper, it's still a waste. Sorry, maybe you might not agree with me, but I genuinely feel the day he changes these two things, gives the palette for only the numbers which are supposed to be used, and stops putting like 10 pages which cannot be used for anything, I will probably consider buying more from this artist, because I do genuinely like his books. Then this was my overall 7th completed book. I started this book on 2nd of December 2021 and finished it on 11th of November 2022. So again, almost a year. This book I did do all the pages. Same thing was with this one. I did all the pages, like I colored the title page and the nameplate and everything, right? Same thing with this. This was just a title page, but I have colored it, right, with markers, you can see, and a little bit of pencil over here. And I then completed, of course, all the pages in this. This one was good because they gave only the colors that I'm supposed to use here. Very minimal errors. I thoroughly enjoyed coloring in this book. Most of their color combinations were also good. So for me, yeah. And it had, if I'm not wrong, 50 pages. That's real value for money. 50 pages to color is good. So Sun Life Drawing, I am truly considering purchasing one more book from them. Recently on somebody's channel, I saw a book called Night Patterns by this publishing company, and it is a color by number. So I'm thinking as a reward for myself, because I completed this book, I will purchase a Sun Life Drawings Night Patterns. So let's see how that one goes. Then again, this is Sachin Sachdeva's Magical Artifacts, and this is my overall. Okay, whenever I'm telling you this is my overall, it means it includes books which I had completed even before 2022. So overall, this is my 6th completed book. I started this book on 27th of December 2021 and I finished it on 28th October 2022, so about 10 months. And again, in this one, I did all the pages, including the title page, the nameplates and everything. Like these all things I colored. So I did genuinely color it from cover to cover. And then again, same problem, 16 colors on every page, but you don't use all the 16 colors, so that's a bit of a problem. And again, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So in this book, 7 pages, which were of absolutely, this is fine, this gives information about the author, but I don't really need, I have literally used this, not for this book, I have used this because I thought anyways these pages are going to go waste, so I used them for testing some new markers that I purchased, but I still have 3 pages which never got touched. So I think these are waste. Maybe the artist can actually give us 3-4 pages more to color, right? Anyways, he is making a book of 30 sheets, so instead of just giving 25 images to color, he can give us more images to color instead of having so many coloring sheets at the end. Yeah, but enough of complaining about that. So this book also I finished. I finished this book on 22nd August 2022. I had started this one on 11th December 2021, and overall this is my 5th book. Now this one, I did like the book. I like their concept. They also have the same problem. They give all the 24 colors on every page. Okay, so it was a bit irritating to just see what colors you need and then select that. But the thing was that on each page you needed, like if you look at this, it needed like 4 or 5 colors only, so it was easy to identify. Just I could select one pattern, check the colors, and then I could get them. I somehow found this book a little more easier, though they had all the 24 colors mentioned on every page. This was by Cactus Girl. I think this is a sister concern of oh, I forgot the name of that publishing company, but I do have a lot of books by them, and I like them a lot. Bright Ideas, yeah, Bright Ideas. This is, I think, a sister concern of Bright Ideas. I do have other books of them. I liked the book, but I don't think I will buy one more book from Bright Ideas because I finished one book from them. Not a very big fan. This book in itself was very nice. I do have a lot of their Jennifer Rowling one line, one color type of books. I'll probably try and finish those before I purchase any more of this specific artist. Then the last book, or the first book rather, that I finished this year, and overall my 4th completed book. So before I started this 10 books to finish in 2022 challenge, I had finished 3 books in my coloring journey. Not many, right? I've been coloring from a very long time, so only 3 books I had finished. So this challenge did push me to complete a lot more books than I have ever completed within such a small span of time. It also made me realize the value of like not buying unnecessarily books just because I like them at a first glance and then never looking back at them. So yeah, it did teach me some lessons. So as I was saying, this is my 4th completed book. I started this book on the 20th of November 2021 and I finished it on 3rd of April 2022. So literally very few months, 5-6 months maybe. And this was also a color by number by Thomas Pavite, and I really genuinely like this artist a lot, but I think I already have a lot of his books. So I don't think I'm missing any book of his. If I find that I'm missing any book of his, I will purchase it. But otherwise, I think I have all his books already. and I think I will include one of his books which I have not yet finished in my 2023 10 books to finish, because they are easy to finish. His books usually have only 20 pages, and though it is color by number, it is not really color by number because it doesn't tell you what color you should use. It just tells you that you need to put the darkest color here and the lightest color here. That's it, right? So that gives you a little bit of freedom and to be a little bit more creative with your color combinations. And I like that aspect about his books. So I will select one book of his for the 2023 challenge, but I don't think I'm missing any of his books from my collection. I know he has this 1,000 dots and all those books. I don't like. I'm not going to buy those books anyways. But the Quirkles, I think I have all of them. If I find something which I'm missing, like I realize, oh, I don't have this one, then I'll surely try to purchase those ones. But I think I have all of them. Well, that was my update on what I have done with my 10 books to finish. In December, and I will give you a final summary of what happened. As I'm saying, out of the 10 books that I had selected, I did finish 6 books. I do know for a fact that I will finish this book. So 7 books I will surely finish. I will try to finish this book. If that is possible, then I would have achieved 8 books out of 10, which is not a bad ratio actually, right? And these 2 books, yeah, I know for a fact that I cannot finish because just too many pages balance, and they are a lot more difficult. So though this is large print, believe me, it's not that easy. It needs lot of care to color these pages. So I think a few pages I will be able to finish, but this I will surely carry forward into 2023 because I don't think I'll be able to finish this. If I don't finish, I will carry it into 2023. No, I will not, because it's too fewer pages. And this one I will not carry it into 2023 because it's like half of the year during the gloomy days I cannot even see the numbers. So I cannot, I don't think it will be a wise choice to include it in a challenge which is meant for a whole year. So for 2023, we already know this book probably will get included. I still have to think about 9 books. I do have a poll on my community tab on the channel, and I have asked the viewers to tell me how do they think I should select the 10 books. And I think as of the making of this video, about 11 people have voted. If you have not yet voted, please do go and vote. I will surely take the suggestion on board, and I will go by what most people who have voted, what they are suggesting. I will go by what they say. That's the reason why I'm asking. So it's not that I will have a poll and then still do what I want. No, there's a reason why I'm asking is because I am truly torn between the decisions. So I have given 3 options, and do select an option which you think is more appropriate so that I can make a decision for 2023. That being said, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, then please do so. I would request you to do so. It encourages me to see when I have more subscribers. And have a great day or evening, depending on whenever you're watching this. Bye for now.